Hi, my name is Josh Robinson. 2 years ago, I bought this old modern house and have been restoring it since then. Last night, I realized that I hadn't been documenting much of it at all. Tonight, I've decided to change that. This is the house. The community is called Sunset Lanes. I think what we're going to do this morning is get the Thunderbird fired up. It's warm out. It's supposed to be warm out the whole weekend, so I turned the boiler off. So I think we can finally get the rest of the stain done inside. I think it's a good day to do it. We'll sand a little bit of the stuff that we still have to sand there in the bathroom, and then stain all that woodwork in there. And then I think there's a few spots throughout the house that need feathered in, and then ultimately the kitchen pod needs another coat of stain on it. And then maybe Sunday afternoon we can start polyurethaning all that wood. Okay, so they got it. Cherry 235, I was worried that it had been discontinued. Okay, so we got all the stain. We'll just pull the doors out of these cabinets, start sanding all the things that we need to stain, and then we can start spreading some material. We got all the woodwork cleaned up. Paneling's all sanded. All the trim is sanded. All the cabinets are sanded. So now we're ready to start spreading some stain. the stain is on. Put the door back on, and now we're ready to polyurethane. But it's wonderful to finally see this in the, the wood color that it's supposed to be. I also took the opportunity, while I had the stain out, to finish a few odds and ends that I hadn't gotten done yet, which was all the glides here on the drawers and all the cabinetry. So got all those stained up in all the rooms, so all the closets have them. Most of the cabinets have a drawer somewhere in them, and it was nice to finally get those glides stained up. There were also a few odds and ends here in the bedrooms that I needed to get some stain on. Some corrections and additions that I had made to the cabinetry this past winter. Some drawer glides, just like in the kitchen and in some of the other cabinets. But also a few of these shelves that I added into the side or the end tables. So you got the stain on those. Now everything's ready for polyurethane. So since it's still pretty early out, and we're waiting for the stain to dry up that we can do the polyurethane on it, I think what we ought to do today is maybe put the screen doors on the front and the courtyard door to the house. Now that it's warm enough that I'm opening up the windows to do all this stain and polyurethane work, it probably makes sense to get the screen doors on. So these are the screen doors that we have to start with. They're just generic wooden store-bought screen doors. I think they were under $100. They're decent, but we're going to have to tune them up before we put them on. First, we'll start off by pulling the vinyl screen out. We'll fill all the inconsistencies in the wood. We'll mill some little trim to cover up the bead and things like that. And then ultimately we'll paint them. But what I think we'll get done today is strip these screens down, mill the trim, and then maybe even get a coat of primer on. got both frames finished up. Everything's patched, everything's sanded. Got all the little screen stops milled up, so those are ready to go. And then I put the screen in on one of the doors. But we're losing daylight, so it's probably time to wrap up. But we have a little bit of light out here and get ready to have a meal.